Good morning, guys. Morning. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me share my screen. Okay. Welcome to day 4 of Python. So we were doing something called as data types. We got started with string type of a data type. Okay. The very first data type which we got started is string. And we saw two particular concepts. One is indexing and another is slicing. What is indexing? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. What is indexing? What do you mean by indexing? What do you mean by indexing? I have.
Like accessing individual elements process.
Mhm. If I need to go and access any of the individual elements in the string, we use something called as indexing. Okay. It is not only with respect to string, it happens with respect to all the iterable type of data type. Now I need to go and access any of the particular element. I'll go and use indexing. And if I'm going with forward, it will start with 0. Always your index, positive index will start with 0 for the first element, and it will go till end of your particular characters. And if I'm coming with backward, the last element will be always -1 and will be able to go and access those elements. Then what you mean by slicing is along with my indexing to access any index, if I have a string called s is equal to Python. If I need to access any elements, I will do s of in the flower bracket, and I used to give one particular values like whichever the value I require. Since we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters and 5 indexes. The max of max index I can go and access is 5 for one particular word. So I will go and give 5. If I go and give beyond 5 for accessing of index, what I'll get? What will be the issue? Will I get that values?
No values.
What error
And
will get?
inbound issue.
Out of bound
Okay.
error.
Mhm.
Out of bound error, because you are not able to go and access the elements, one particular element. Whereas I need to go and access a substring of my element, I will add one start of my index into end index, but this end index will always go whenever you go with positive, whatever the fifth -1, it will go and take, and the last values will be going and taking. For example, I want to go and get THO. I'll be saying that S of T is nothing but start index is 2, N index is 4, but I need to add 5 here because it will always go at index -1, it will go and then it will access that particular element that we are having. Okay, in this way I can go and access a particular element. Till now we have seen only these two things where I'm going and accessing particular elements, and I'm going and doing something slicing and I'm getting my elements. Now I will introduce one more thing inside our slicing. I have s is equal to, again I'll take s is equal to Python. Let me take the same example. Okay, then we have what? We have built a particular Python like this. And we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as an index. Now I will say S of colon colon. Now if I do just S of colon colon, what I'll get? If I say S of this, what I will get? Results.
All the elements of that.
Entire string. We can use that.
If you won't pass anything at the start and if you don't pass anything at the end, that means it's the start of the word index, whatever the start is there, end whatever is there, you are going to get that particular things. Okay. Are you writing anything on the board? I'm unable to see view. Okay, you guys are able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, we can see that.
Sai, please rejoin. I guess some issue from your side.
Okay, sir.
Fine. So at the start of the index and end of the index, that is what we are able to get. But now I will take same thing, colon. We have what? Start and end. I'll add one more colon and I will put this. Now here what I am adding after colon is nothing but step. Now what do you mean by this step? Now I'm saying S of my starting index is 0. My ending index is 5. Now I cannot go and say 6. If you go and say 6 also, it will take, because whenever you are going and accessing any index value, only the thing is it will not give anything with respect to slicing any out of bound error, because it will always go and take. If you are going and giving beyond that index, it will take a last index. Now if I take 6 also, it will take 6 minus 1, 5. That is the end of my index. Now I will give here as 1. Now what do you mean by this 1? This 1 is nothing but after my 0, how many step is 1? How many number of addition you have done to get 1? Plus 1. Plus 1. Plus 1. Plus 1. Plus 1. So what we'll get? Since I'm saying whatever your starting index and end index is there, for each element you go and do plus 1. So I'll be getting my output as Python only. But now I will come and do S of 0 is to 6 is to 2. At that time, if I come and do what is my start index is 0 and what is my plus 2 of 0 is this, I have to do plus 2 here. So it will jump here. Then again I have to do plus 2, it will jump here. And if I do plus 2, is there any element? Is there any element here?
No.
So how many access I am having? I can access P, T, and O. So your output will be P, T, O. Now, whatever the elements you are giving here, it is nothing but step function. That step is going and it is bringing that particular values. Any doubt in this? Any doubt in this? Any doubt in this? What is this last value, step value?
No.
Okay.
No.
Now, let's come back. I'll say S is equal to Python is 1. Okay, I've taken only one whole word. I am saying S of whatever the things are there, my starting value and my ending value, and I will not go and do anything. If I come and enter, you will get what? Python is friend. If I go and say S of colon, so now you are able to see what it is doing. First P, T, O, then underscore, then S, then F, then N. Okay. Beyond N, there was nothing. So you are not able to see. If I go and put something called as 3, now it is going P, 1, 2, 3, H, then again 1, 2, O, again 1, 2, backslash, again 1, 2, and N. After that, you don't have anything, so it will not be able to give. Now, if I go and put 4, it went P, 1, 2, 3, fourth value is this. Again, 1, 2, 3, fourth value is this. 1, 2, 3, fourth value is this. So whatever you go and take, whatever the value is there till end of that value, I'm able to get. The same thing, if I have put something, my end should be 5. Up to 5, index only you go and put. And if I'm entering, I got my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. But I want what? -1. So you are getting O, till O, index of O you are getting. So you're getting that. Now I'll put here 2. Okay, I'm just putting 2. So what is my starting value is P. What is my ending value is O. In this only, if we is to go and take 2 steps, what output I'll get? What output I'll get?
YH.
YH? Why YH?
PTO we will get.
In Python.
We'll get PTO. Because you are having what? In this particular element, you are having my starting value. Let me print, you should get only one value here. Let me print this button. Print, and I'll print this. Okay, in this PYTHO, I'm saying you access every 2 elements in this word. So it will go and take this. So whatever index you're going and passing, it will take. Now I'm going and giving here 100, and I'm giving here 500. I'm giving here 1 step. Now, when I went and gave something 100, at the 100th, there is any character for 100 index? Is there any 100 word here for index?
No.
For 500, do we have anything?
No.
If I go and run this also, it will not throw any error. Because whenever you are going and doing slicing, it is not bounded with start and end value. If you are giving beyond this particular any value, it will always consider as this whatever the front values are there as space, and it will not give you any output. It will just display empty. Whereas if I have gone and put here something called as 5, means my first index is 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. N it will start. I'm saying 500, but my limit is what? N. It will only consider till end, and you will get the value for that. So in slicing, you should not be worried about start value, end value. It will always take whatever is there. But if you are going and giving 500 here and 5 here, my start value is 500 somewhere here, and I'm saying end value is 5. Will it be able to identify? Again, it will give us empty because you have gone beyond that particular in the front way, forward way you're going. And again, you're saying you come back. So it will not be able to get that step. So by default, it will give us empty. Have you got till now? Any doubt in slicing?
No.
Now I'll show you one thing. Okay. I have S is equal to Python. Let's take very simple. Now, why I showed you this much things. Okay. Now, as a data engineer, if you come and ask, do we use this particular slicing sagar? Do we use the step function and all? No, very rarely we'll use, but we may use something called as indexes because we need to go and access certain values inside indexes and all. When we go and do something called a list and all, their data type, we need to go and iterate and all. So you need to have an idea how to get the values from the index. But there will be one particular interview question for you. For that we need this something called as indexes or slicing or the step functions and all to have that understanding. So I had brought this up, and we'll see that one interview questions, what can widely used in most of the interview question. We'll see that. But before going that, I have this particular S is equal to Python. Now I'll go and print S of colon. You're getting this value. The same thing, go and do what? Now, by default, your step is 1. So it is taking 1. Now I'll say what? -1. I'm saying what? -1. Don't do forward minus, forward step. You go with backwards step. And as soon as I run, what's happening here?
Reverse the string.
Now, whatever the string you are having, the last value, what is here coming starting from -1 to the end, it is going and reversing the string. The interview questions which we'll have is check the given word is palindrome or not. Okay. So this is a widely asked question. Now, what do you mean by this palindrome? If you come and ask, now you have a word race. Okay. Now, If I come and read this particular word in a forward way, and if I come reading this word in a backward way, is output always race car?
Yes.
Yes.
However you go and read, your forward and backward will be always same. So this kind of words are called as a palindrome, where you go and read from the forward or else backward, always that particular word will be same. So using this slicing or indexing, we can go and solve this particular palindrome. There are n number of ways of solving this particular question, but we'll try to use something called as palindrome. Now I'm going and putting, let's say I'll take this particular word and I'll say word equal to this particular palindrome. Now, as I said, read any forward values, whatever the forward characters I want, I can easily go and put this. Can we go easily put this? This is how you read forward. This is how you read backward.
Yes.
Now, if I go and print both, I'm getting race car. But I need to go and validate, right? Whether this particular race car, you are getting output, but I don't want output. I want to check whether my forward is also equivalent to that of backward. Now, if you remember yesterday, I had explained you one of the assignment operator as double equal to. Now, this double equal to is nothing but it is going and checking the value of whatever the output you're going and doing that. Now, I'll say, now anyhow we have word. Now I can go and say print my whatever the forward is there. We are getting some forward indexes. We are having that is equivalent to backward indexes. Now, if these both are matching, what output will get?
True.
True.
Now we got true option. But this is not the way we need to go and do. I don't want to use any looping condition. I don't need to do anything. I need to write a simple particular program where I need to print that the given word is palindrome. To do that, first and foremost, now any word you give, I need to get that as an input. What can I do?
Input function. We have to
Input function.
Okay, I'll say word equal to input. Here, I'll go and enter your word. Just indicating that enter your word. Now, I have a word. Now, as soon as my word comes, I have to check whether my particular word is palindrome or not. I will define one variable saying that ispal, just saying ispal equal to. Now, what I'm saying is ispal equal to when this particular whatever the word you are having for input is equivalent to that of reverse. Now, if this condition satisfied, what value is assigned to eSpal?
true value.
True or
Now
false.
it will give us a true or false if it is matching or based on it is not matching. Now I need to go and print the statement. All I'll say print. Now I need to have in my print whatever the word is coming dynamically for this word and eSpal. I need to add in my print statement. And if I for now I'll go and ask Sagar, you should go and check that particular word is palindrome or not. If I put race car, it will automatically show that particular this is a word and it is palindrome. Yes, true. Like this, I need to go and print. What all things I can use in print statement to make it dynamic?
Formatting.
Okay. To format, what can I use?
Flower braces.
Okay. First and foremost, I'll write what? Double quotes. F is nothing but you're formatting your print statement. Now I'll go and give my given word is palindrome. I'm just going and typing this word. And if it is palindrome, what I need to do? I need to pass whatever this output is coming. Now it is going and checking whatever the word you go and put. It will give as output given, for example, given word that is this race car. If I go and pass is palindrome. If it is palindrome, true. If it is not palindrome, it will go and print false. Now, if I come and execute this, it is waiting for my input. I'll go and give race car. Now, as soon as I enter, it is going and giving the given word, that is race car, is palindrome true. Now, a very, very simple logic we have written. It's a very first logic we are writing, where we are making use of programming language and we are writing and we are checking whether the given word is palindrome or not. Till now, any doubt?
No.
Okay. But if I go and give race car, now what is happening here?
False.
Why it is coming false? Race car is, if you read in forward also it's correct. If you read it backward also it's correct, right?
Because it's case sensitive.
Sensitive.
Now, since your Python is case sensitive, I need to go and handle. Now, to handle anything with respect to your strings, we have few things. I'll go and give race car and I'll say print of word dot. Now, as soon as I put dot, these are the inbuilt functions which you have with respect to string that you can go and use. Now, what is, I need to go and check whether my start ends with something R, it will give true condition. If I need to go and put what is the index, if I need to put whether the given word is alphabet or not, whether it is a numerical or not, whether it's a digit or not, we can go and find all these particular inbuilt functions to go and make use of your, whether whatever the things is there, I can go and make use of that to understand certain string handling inside your Python. Now, but what my condition is, I need to go and handle my string. If you come and see lower, now whatever the things I'll go and pass. Okay, I have this race car. For now, I'll put this inside here. I have this race car. I'll put print. Then I have, instead of lower, I have upper. Put this. Now, as soon as I come and enter, either whatever you go and give, either it will convert into everything into lower, everything into upper. Now it will be able to go and find whether it is palindrome or not. If any user by mistake has entered one of the case is case sensitive, will be able to go and handle. Now, how can I come and add it here? What do you think? Where I can add?
The word second line.
Okay. What should I do? Fine. Now,
Something.
if I would have gone and said word equal to word dot lower, it will go and assign this particular word and you will get whatever the output is there. It will go and say, now everything is converted into lower and you are able to go and get that particular word. But the problem is now I've added my particular race car and it's going lower and all. You can do this also, or else while assigning this, I'll comment it out. You can go and do this also, or else while assigning, you go and do lower for this dot lower for this. Okay, I'm going on what? While going and checking this particular word, I'm going lower for this, lower for this. But if I come and enter this race car, what's the difference between this and this?
Execution time.
The capital C is different from the previous one.
Okay. Okay. Now, if this particular word is given, for reading, whatever you go and read, if you read forward and backward, irrespective of case, it is palindrome.
Yes.
Now, but here, when I went and passed, I passed my input as this. I passed my input as race car, but what it is showing in output? This. It is showing this.
Yes.
So, one thing we did was, I explicitly completely changed my input. And that word is being shown here. That's the reason your input, it is not showing as it is. No, I want to show whatever my input is coming. That should be in my print statement and you should go and check. I'll go and pass that in my logic. Okay, then it will go and apply that lower, and then it will go and assign to eSpal. Then you will be able to see whatever the input that is been passed. Any doubt in this? Any doubt in this?
No.
Okay. Now, if I go and put anything, Sagar, it says the given word is not palindrome, but is whenever you go and do what reverse and whatever you go and do, it will always come as what? Not palindrome, because it is not matching. Now, in the same way, we have few of the things also. Whenever we go and give for particularly string related coding questions, there will be a time where we have to go and check whether the given number is alphabet, whether the given number is digit. Then only you go and do certain logics and all. For that, we have certain inbuilt functions also. I'll use this particular example. I'll say KSR is good or number one data institute. Institute. Okay. And I'm putting some special characters also. Now, in our particular word, we have special character, we have number, we have alphabet. Now I'll go and say something called as print string dot is alpha. If I go and put, I got false. Yes.
Yes.
Now, same thing I'll go and put alpha num. I have something called the alpha num. I'm going and entering. It is still giving false. Okay. Now, I'll take this. I'll remove this. And I'll put this. Still, it is giving false. Okay. I'll enter this. I need to remove this also. Any special character, it will not give. Number one instead, why it is not giving? We have this particular false. Okay. Since we have space also, it is not, whenever you are going and saying alpha num, it should be a particular value. For one particular value, it will go and consider, for example, string is equal to Python 1. Okay. Now, if I go and put this particular output, it should give us true. Okay. Now, inside my particular string, I have alphabet and I have number also. Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
So it will go and check whether the given number is alpha only with respect to alphabet and number. Any spaces, any special character, and it will automatically go and give false. And it is going and checking whether the given word is alphabet only, no other special characters or no other anything with respect to. I think special character it might take. Let me see. It might take special characters. No, even special character it is not taking. It will go and check whether the given word is only alphabet or not. Now I went and gave only alphabet. There is no numerical, but also it will go and give true because it is either of the condition. It should have alphabet or I should have number. At that time, it will go and we can go and see this. Now the same thing I'll go and give with some one more thing called as is digit. Now, whether the given string is digit, no, it will give you what it is not digit. In this way, you can go and make use of this particular is conditions. Now, always this particular is condition is what you have depends on your use case. Okay, is title, is space, whether we have is numeric, is lower, is ASCII. Now, whatever the conditions you require, based on that true or false condition, we can go and check, and based on that, we can write a logic on top of that. Now, these all things I'll explain you once we finish our something called as data types. We'll first understand how what are different data types, how we can use list, how we can use dictionary and all. Once we come back with something called as looping conditions, I'll be widely using this particular inbuilt functions so that we can start writing logic. Are we good?
Yes.
Yeah. Any doubts? Any doubt? Someone was saying something? Okay. Okay. Now we had few of the things. Now again we have what different types of things are there. I'll come back to again. We saw one particular logic problem. We saw this, and apart from that also there are few of the inbuilt functions and all. You can for now you can go and explore whatever the inbuilt function. You always go and see whatever your variable name is there. Dot you go and put. There are some inbuilt functions you are going and getting widely used are few. I'll be sharing you notes with respect to that. You can go and practice with that. But once we come back to logic building, when we are going and doing coding questions, we'll get more examples on top of that. But now we'll go with respect to the next type of data type, that is integer. Now, whenever I said something called as an integer, before going integer type of data type, I want to show you something. S is equal to Python. Okay, S is equal to Python. I'm saying print S, comma, type of S, comma, ID of S. Now, what does ID give? What does ID give?
Memory location address.
Execution location ID.
Okay. Where this particular word is there, it is going and giving that memory location. Fine. Now, I'll take the same thing here. You Python 2. Change my string value. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm running this thing. It is giving what Python and it is giving some value here. Okay. This is a memory which is keeping in the backend. It is how it's handling. It knows that under this memory address, I have kept my Python. Now I'm coming and executing this. Now, is this both ID same?
No.
No.
Okay. Okay. Now I'll come and do S print of S of 2. Now what I'm doing? If I do print of S of 2,
Getting
T.
this.
I'm getting my value here. Now, what I will do is S of 2, whatever this value is there, S of 2. Now, here I went and changed S completely to my particular new value. Yes.
Yes.
But I don't want to change completely. I'm going and taking S of 2 from this to T. Now, instead of capital T, I want to make it a small t. I'm going and giving this, and as soon as I come and execute, what error it is showing here?
Does not support item assignment.
It doesn't support something called the item assignment. Now, what kind of data? Now, again, when I come and explained you something called as data types yesterday. Where is our data types? Okay. We have seen these many types of data types. In this particular data types, again, data types are divided into two different types. Okay. Again, we have in data types itself, they are subdivided into two types. One is mutable data type. Another is immutable data type. Okay, we have two different types of data type. Let me bring the PPT for better understanding. We completed this garbage character sequence. With respect to Python, there is no much PPT to show, but only this particular concept we need to understand. There is something called as immutable objects or mutable objects. Now, if you come and see here, by seeing this definition, what you guys understand?
Value can't be altered once it is being assigned.
Okay.
Immutable means which cannot be changed. Mutable means can be changed.
Okay. Now, if you're saying, now I'm also giving you example that your immutable data types are string, float, integer, tuples, frozen sets, and here I'm saying list, set, dictionary are mutable type of data types. I'm specifically saying that. Now you are saying values cannot be changed. When I went and did what? When I went s is equal to Python, then again I did s is equal to Python 2. You change the value, right? Right?
Yeah.
Then is it
Mutable.
a right definition?
Mm.
Now, this is one of the most important definition which will be asked and people will confuse here. Now, it is not with respect to values. Now, whenever you go and assign anything to the whole value, now you are going and changing the whole variable value. At that time, it will go and create a new particular ID. And in the back end, we have what? Garbage collector. When that particular ID is not going and there, it will go and remove that garbage collector from that particular value. But what are immutable data type? Now, how we are going and saying immutable is nothing but we have objects who cannot be modified in the place without their changing their memory address. For example, I went in that. Now, when I said s is equal to Python, a particular memory address is assigned for this at this particular memory location. I cannot go and do any modification. For example, I cannot go and do item assignment with respect to one word. I need to go and change either whole particular value, or if I go and try to change anything at that particular ID only, it will throw error saying that item assignment is not there. Whereas with respect to list, tuple, list, sets and dictionary, at that particular ID only, I'll be able to go and change. That is what your mutable and immutable objects are. For example, what again I will go and repeat with respect to my code here. Now I was able to go and change. When I went and assigned the whole new value, it created a new particular ID. Now it is not acting like mutable or immutable object. It is just creating a new space and it is giving that particular ID. But when I went and tried to change at this particular location only, for example, I have this particular ID. In that location only, I'm going and assigning to some other value. It will throw error saying that item assignment cannot be done because this what kind of object is nothing but it's an immutable object. Have we got difference between mutable and immutable?
Yes.
Others?
Yes.
Okay. Now is one of the important questions that will be asked in your interview. What are mutable objects and immutable objects?
So means mutable and immutable means like the place it cannot be changed, but value can be changed.
Yeah, but as a whole, if you go and assign to new value, it will allocate a new address and it will go and remove the old address, whatever is there. But at that particular address only, if you are going and doing modification using indexing and all, you'll not be able to change that with respect to immutable object.
Okay, so what is the use case of this then?
Now it will be helpful in handling data organizing. When we go and use something called as list and all, right? There we might be having some things where I need to go and change particular values in my list only without going and altering the memory back and all. I can make use of this mutable objects. Okay, it depends on your use cases and all. But whenever you go and use with respect to string, you cannot go and alter or you cannot do any modification with respect to that particular address.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure. Give me a minute. Just a minute. Okay. Thank you. Fine. Now, coming back to other data type. Okay. We have something called as integer. We saw string. The next type is integer. Now, automatically, as since Python is there, if I go and say s is equal to 1, 2, 3, I'll be able to go and print this particular a. I'll say type of a, comma, ID of a. Now, if I come and enter this, I'm able to get my value. Okay. Now, I'll say what? Print of A to what error it's saying? It is not subscribed. Okay. Now you are particularly with respect to your integer, we cannot do indexing, slicing, nothing, because it's not a character. It is not able to go. It is keeping it as a whole number. So we will not be able to go and do anything indexing on top of your integer. Okay. Okay. Then what about inbuilt functions? Let's say a dot. Now if you come and say a dot, we don't have any much inbuilt function also. It is just going and checking with respect to is integer or not, whether is real or not. Few of the things are there. There is not much inbuilt functions also. I can go and work with my integer. Whenever I need to go and save anything with respect to int kind of data type, it will just go and save that. Okay, it is not like with respect to a string where I can go and do indexing, slicing, or any of the operations with respect to that. Now, on top of this, if I need on 1, 2, 3, if I wanted to do indexing and slicing and all, I would have gone and made it a string. Now, automatically it will change a string. Then we can come and do indexing, slicing and all. You'll be able to get that particular values. Similarly, it goes with float. Now, whenever you go and say float, num 12.35 or 25, whatever is there. Now I'll go and say print of float num, comma, type of float num. Okay, whenever you go and put, it will give you as a float. But if I try to go and do what indexing on top of my float, it will throw you error saying that we cannot do something called as subscribable because we cannot do indexing or slicing on top of our float and integer. Okay. Okay. Then what about next data type, that is Boolean? Okay. I say A equal to and B equal to false. Okay. I'm saying A equal to true, B equal to false. And I'm going and saying print of A, comma, type of A, then print of B, comma, type of B. It will automatically give that as true or false. Now in backend, if I go and do something called as arithmetic operation with respect to my something called as a Boolean data type, your true will always consider as what value in arithmetic operation? Should I explain?
One.
Your false will always consider it as false. Okay. Now these are some of the other inbuilt which data types which are not having more of the inbuilt functions and all. On the go, wherever you want, you can go and use. But now, before going into the next operation, I'll next type of data type, I'll introduce you one small topic. Okay. Now, since we are using something called as a Boolean and all, we'll try to make use of something called as operations that are present in our Python. There are different types of arithmetic operations that are present. Okay. We have arithmetic operation that are present in our Python. For example, I have A equal to what 10, I have B equal to 3. Okay, I have these two elements now. Now I will go and say print of A plus B. Let me copy this first quickly. Okay, I'm saying A plus B. I'm saying A minus B. I'm saying A multiplication of B. I'll say A divided by B. But now I will introduce one more thing, double slash here. I'll introduce one more thing called modulus here. And last but not least, I'll introduce one more thing called double star here. Okay. I've added a few more things. Now, A plus B is nothing but addition. We all know this. You're going and adding. A minus B is subtraction. You are doing subtraction. Here, we are doing A star B is nothing but multiplication of two elements you're doing. This also you guys know. And A divided by or A backslash B is nothing but division. There is no doubt in this first 4. Automatically, it will go and do. But what is this double slash? Now, whenever you go and do double slash, it is called as floor division. Now, what do you mean by floors division? Now, when I go and do 10 divided by 3, what is the output as a reminder? Or what is the output has something called as division output result?
3 point something.
Now we'll get 3.33 here. Okay, 3.333. But I don't consider whatever is there after my 3.33. I want only what whole number. At that time, I'll do something called the floor division. Now, what is the equal first particular value is there? It will give with respect to that. Okay, that is what floor division is there. Now we have something called the modulus. Okay, we have something called as modulus. Now, what do you mean by this modulus, or what it returns? It returns something called the remainder of your division. Now, what is 10 divided by 3 remainder?
1.
It will always give what is the remainder. Okay, if it was 10 divided by 2, your remainder would have been 0. It will go and give that. Now, last but nothing least, what is this double star is nothing but exponential. It will just go and put 10 exponential of 3. That means 10 into 10 into 10. Now, whatever you go, it will go and do that multiplication of that many times, because a raised to b is nothing but 10 raised to 3. That is 10 into 10 into 3. You'll be able to get 3 outputs. Now, if you come and run this, you are able to get whatever the outputs are there. We can make use of this particular arithmetic operations. Any doubt in this?
Clear.
Others? Any doubt in this?
Clear.
Okay. Now, if you are clear, I'll give a is equal to true, b equal to false, and I'm giving print of a, print of b, and I'm running this here. What error are you getting here? Why we are getting error? I said this is Boolean type of data type.
Because it's case sensitive, we have to make T.
Capital T, capital F.
Double.
Always it should be capital T. If you're going and putting any other things, it will not be able to understand. Okay, always capital T, capital F. Okay, we have these two Boolean data type. Now I'll write this. You tell me what will be the output.
The first one is true. Next one is true. Then false.
Mhm. Okay. Okay.
That to Boolean will not be add with these arithmetic operators, right? We need to use something like AND operators or other operator.
Why? What I said now earlier.
It was taking one value. It is.
What is this?
Yeah, true will consider as 1 and false will consider as 0. Yes.
Now you tell me.
Yeah, first one is true. Next one is true.
What I'm saying, whenever you went and used something arithmetic operation,
Mhm.
your Boolean will be, you're doing addition or anything, your Boolean will be for true
Take the
1, for
values.
false 0. Then why you're saying print of a plus b is equal to true?
Okay, okay.
1.
The value I was
What
just telling 1. Okay, okay. Got that.
1.
Now what will be the
1.
output?
1.
Okay.
1.
Okay.
0.
Okay.
Will throw error.
Throw error for that.
Okay.
It also comes like error.
Okay. Then
That is also error, and below one is 0.
okay. Now let me run this. Now what I said with respect to your Python, it's an interpreted language, right?
Yes.
Now, what is interpreted language?
It will do line by line at runtime.
Okay. Now, as we said, interpreted language, it will do line by line at the time, and it is executing at that time. If any errors are there, it will throw there and then only. Now, our first three values did not have any error, so it gave output. But when you come with something called as 0, now anything divided by 0 is index error. So it is showing, sorry, division error. It is showing 0 cannot be divided by that particular value. So you are having A divided by B is not possible. So it is throwing error. I'll comment it out. Now I'll again run this. Now again it is showing that integer division or modulus by 0 is not possible because is again what? We are doing something division. It is not possible. Again comment this. Now again I'm running this. Again it is saying integer modulus cannot be done. So we are getting error. So I'll come and again comment it out. Now if I'll comment it. Okay. Then if I comment enter, I'm getting my value. Okay. Now anything raised to 0 is 1.
Yes.
So we're getting value. In this way, I can go easily go and debug things with respect to my Python. Are we good here?
Yes.
Okay. Then answer this one. Print of okay. What will be the output?
4.
4. 4.
Yes.
Okay.
3.
3.
Yes.
Yeah, 3.
We comment on 3. Why? Because 2 into 1, 2 plus 1, 3. False is 0. Anything into 0 will be always 0. So we'll be able to get that. Okay. Now, if I have done this,
2.
why?
Minus.
Because anything raised to 0 is 1. So we'll do minus 1 and we'll be able to get this. So are we clear in this?
Yes.
Up. Now, first, next, one more kind of operations I'll be showing you is, now we have A equal to 10, B equal to 5, print of A plus B is 15. Okay, we have A equal to 5, A equal to 10, please print of A plus B is equal to 15. Okay, now I'll come and do what? Print of A plus equal to B. I'm saying what? Something called as a plus equal to B. I'm going and doing. Okay, I can't do this particular value like this. Or else for now, I'll take here. I'll take print of plus equal to 5. What happened? Correct only, na? Why it is throwing error here? Not be close. My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. I cannot put that in print. I'm going and doing what? A equal to B, A equal to C. I'm saying A plus equal to B, print of A. Okay, I'm doing what? Print, I'm having A equal to 10, B equal to 5. Let me remove this now. I'll bring it here. I have, again I'm saying A equal to 10, B equal to 5. I'm saying A plus B plus equal to B. I'm saying, and I'm saying printing A, and I'll print B also for you. I'm printing A, I'm printing B. Now, when I come and run this, what's happening here? For now, I'll print it here also. Okay. Now, what's happening here?
It's doing addition.
Okay. Now, what are these kind of assignments? Okay. We have another list kind of assignments, list assignment, you can say assignment operators, where I can go and assign few things. Now, whatever you are doing here is nothing but it is equivalent to A equal to A plus B. I'm saying whatever value you are doing, with respect to B, you go and assign again back to A. Now, if I have done this again in my next case, and I'm printing this again here, it is getting 20. If I run this again, 25. Again, if I run 30, what it is doing, every time whatever the output you are getting, it will keep on adding what? B. You are assigning the new value to B and you are running. These kind of assignments are called assignment kind of operators. Any doubt in this, how it's working? Any doubt in this? Any doubt in this?
So once the addition is done, then the particular value will be stored in that variable, right? Again,
Yeah,
in the
yeah. So instead of going and doing this, I am going and directly assigning my value for first variable, whatever you have, directly whatever the output is there, you go and assign that.
Got it.
Okay. Now these all are foundation I'm trying to explain, but once we start doing for loop, if conditions and all, these all assignment operators and directly I'll be using in logic. So that's the reason we are spending to first 3-4 classes with the foundation and all. If you guys are having any doubts, please ask me here only so that I can explain you neatly. Okay. Now, I'll go and say A minus equal to B, print A. What will be the output?
5.
A is equal to A minus B.
You got 5. Now is equivalent to what? A equal to A minus B. Now, similarly, I'll go and take for others. I'll do what? A division you can go and take. First for division will come first, I guess. Okay. Division equal to, I'll go and take, it will come and do A divided by B. If I go and do A multiplication, it will go and do A multiplication by B. If I go and do A, the floor division by B, what is the floor division output? 10 divided by 5, what is the output?
0.
0. Floor division, I'm saying. It's not a reminder, it's a quotation. What are you getting?
2.
2. You're getting 2. Now, if I go and put modulus, you're getting 0. So in this way, I can go and assign anything with respect to my operators with this assignment, and it will go and take that particular value. Are we good with this?
Yes.
Okay. Now, next type of operators are comparison operator. Okay, what are these comparison operator? Now we already have seen equal to double equal to. Whenever you have what? A equal to true, B equal to true, B equal to, let me say 2. Now I'm saying A is equivalent to B, and I'm running this false. Why? Because output of A is nothing but 1. Now, is 1 equivalent to 2?
No.
So you are getting what? False. Now the same thing I'll go and put here. Let me do one thing. Print of this, and I'll put. Okay. First thing, what? Equivalent operator, that is checking values. Okay. Whenever you go and write two different of operators, it is checking of values. I'm going and putting. Now I want to check whether A is not equivalent to B. Now value of A is what? 1. Value of B is 2. What will be my output?
It's true.
Okay, true. Then I can go and check values with respect to greater than. I can go and check values with respect to less than. I can go and check values with respect to greater than or equal to. Then we can go and check the values with respect to less than or equal to. Now, whenever you go and put this comparison operators, now we'll be going and comparing the values of two particular variables or anything. And based on that output, we'll be getting this true false condition. Now, again, if for looping condition, while looping condition, if else condition, we'll be able to go and use this comparison operator. There might be the use case where if my product is equivalent to Apple, then you go and increase my price by 10%. At that time, I can make use of this particular equivalent operator to check the values. Any doubt in this? Any doubt in this?
No.
Okay. Others? Are we good? Are we good till now? Okay, thank you. Now, last but nothing least, logical operator. Okay, we'll finish it off also. So we have logical operators. What are these logical operators? Okay, now I have A, or else let me say, I have A equal to 10, B equal to 5, C equal to 3. I have three particular values here. A equal to 5, B equal to C, C equal to 3. Say print A is greater than B. Is A is greater than B? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
I got true condition. I'll say same thing, print is B greater than C?
Yes.
Else let me take less than C. False? Yes? Yes? B is less than C, right? It's a false condition. We got false.
Yeah,
Now,
false.
sorry?
Yeah, false.
Now we have two different print statements. I want to go and check in one condition. I'll go and do what? Inside this particular condition, I'll go and say and I'm going and putting this. Okay, I'm going and putting this particular condition. I'm saying and. Now I'm saying what? A is greater than B, true. And I'm saying B is less than B, false. And I'm putting something and. I'll take the same thing here and I'll put or. And I'll enter this. You got for first as false, for second as true. Now I'll put same thing in greater than this and I'm entering this. Enter. Now you're getting true, false, true. Now what do you understand by this? What do you understand by this?
And means both needs to be true, or means any one has been true, then we are getting.
Okay. Now we need to go and compare multiple values and both the conditions should satisfy. For example, if my products are apple and banana, then I need to go and increase my value by 10%. I can go and use and product because both my conditions should satisfy. There might be hundreds of fruits. In that only both conditions are satisfied, then only go and increase. Or if any either of my condition. In your basket, you might have apple or you might have banana. If any one of my condition is satisfying, you go and increase by 10%. At that time, I'll go and use something called the OR operator. It is for logical ordering of our whatever the statements are there, conditional statements. I'll go and use this particular and OR operators. Are we good here?
Yeah.
Now, I'll take this and I'm printing. Let me comment it out. Printing, I'm getting true. Okay, I got true value and I take the same thing and go and put in front of this not, and I'll put one more bracket and I'm running this. What is giving? So we have inside our logical operator along with and or, there is one more called something not. Now, whatever the conditions are satisfying, opposite to that you want to go. Okay, if in my products in my particular basket we have apple and banana. Apart from that, if I need to have, I'll say if my product is not in something called as apple and banana, apart from that anything is there, you need to go and increase that particular product by 20%, 30%. At that time I'll use or not condition, so that purposefully I'll go and fail that particular condition. Apart from this condition, other conditions should satisfy. Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I think that's it for today's class. I don't want to overburden you with a lot of things. We have done so many things, operators and all. Just go and revise whatever things we have done. When we come back tomorrow, we'll be taking a very important data type, that is list. We'll be deep diving into list for next 2-3 classes. Tomorrow will be the last demo class for those who are attending as a free session. From Friday, paid sessions will get started. If you guys have any doubts with respect to course or anything with respect to any of your doubts, if you have, you guys can ask me.
So the SQL part is everything is done like for this batch.
Yeah, for now we have completed phase 1. Around 20 classes we have completed. You will be given access for recorded session, but if you want to go and attend any live classes and all, there are n number of SQL batches running in our KSR data vision. Any batch you can go and ask. Mahesh or Mahesh will be providing access for that live classes, or else next time when I'll be taking for next batch SQL class, you can attend there also.
Okay, so in WhatsApp, it's coming like a Snowflake class, but it's going on Python.
Yeah, first I showed, right? This is the roadmap we'll be following. We completed phase 1. Next 3 weeks we'll be doing Python. Then there will be 8 to 10 weeks where Snowflake, DBT, everything, projects, everything, real-time implementation will start here. Here it is a foundation, first 2 weeks, because here whatever we'll be doing from phase 3 to phase 6, it will completely real-time implementation. I cannot come and sit and explain you right logic and undo. Here we'll be solving an n number of scenario-based questions. Okay, we'll be solving 15 plus real-time use case in Snowflake, DBT, and we'll be building a lot of pipelines and all. At that time, we cannot sit and work on foundation, right? So first 7 weeks to 6 to 7 weeks will give completely to foundation.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So for this December, Python will complete it, Sagar? Or
Yeah.
it will complete?
Max to max first week of Jan.
Mhm.
Okay. You'll be you can start giving interview by end of March or start of April, according to the plan. Not end of March, sorry. Start of March or mid of March, because we'll be completing by that Snowflake DBT.
So any document is there for Python as of now classes or?
Each and everything will be sharing. For example, let me just give me a minute. I'll inform next class.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. See, this is with respect to the last batch. This is an ongoing batch. We have already uploaded 186 lessons. That is nothing but all the documents, whatever we have, SQL related materials, PDF, these are all things, notes, whatever you require. Each and everything will be uploading here. And once we come to Python, where is Python? We have materials here. Now, since we are on the foundation, I want you guys to have hands-on. So I'm not giving any materials now. I want you guys to spend something. But as soon as I finish all things, whatever I'm explaining, each and everything will be here where you can go and read these things.
Yeah.
All the materials will be here. Whatever things I'm explaining, each and everything, these all things we'll go and do. We'll do variable, string, operators, condition, loops, tuples. Then we'll go and do dictionary, functions, list comprehension, map, lambda, and other operations, then packages and modules, then what are pandas, all this code, error handling, everything we'll do. And then based on that, assignments will be also there. And after that, you'll be having interrelated questions like this, where you have to go and practice according to the topic wise. Each and every questions that are widely asked in interview, that will be providing. When you come back to Snowflake, again, you'll be having assignments. We have 12 plus assignment with Snowflake, each and everything, whatever we are doing. Now, after that, I'll give assignment. You have to go and see this particular assignment, download this file, see what all things are there. You need to go and all the steps, each and everything, what you have to do, each and everything will be given here. You need to go analyze everything you have to give. And once you submit, we'll be reviewing what all things you have done, and then we'll be giving comments here. Now, if you have any comments with respect to yourself, you can comment, ask here. Each and everything will be following. With respect to, again, Snowflake, if you come, each and everything. Now, whatever the things required for all, I'll be going and sharing Snowpipe, JSON handling, data handling, what are micro partition, zero copy, SCD1, CDC, task, store procedures, now all cursors related, dynamic related store procedure, JavaScript store procedure, event logs, email scripting, each and everything that is very important. I'll be going and checking that. Again, once we come back to our project also, if you come and see, these are like interrelated questions, then and then I'll be adding. And if we have seen something called as a project, once we finish our project, okay, we will be giving all the questions, interrelated questions, how to explain a project, what all related questions they can ask. Now, if according to a project, what all things you can go and do, how your sprint planning, how your sprint happens. So what are the challenges, what all things you face, related, each and every related interrelated questions will be given. And then how your project execution is there, end-to-end execution, each and every document, what is required for you for clearing into your working in day-to-day activities, we'll be sharing everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Fine. Any other doubts?
The batch timings 6:45 to 8, and one more batch also is there, Sagar, from 8 to
It's 8 to 9:30. That is ongoing. Now almost it will get ended by end of Jan.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
For now, it is 6:45 to 8. Since it's a winter weather and a lot of people will having some issues, right? And even for me, a late timing is going on. So that's the reason. But when we come back to Snowflake and all, again, it will be 6:30 to 8. Again, it depends on the students and all. We'll take a poll and all. Then we'll decide what's the best timing for you guys.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. Any other doubts? Okay. Are we good with the course?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure. Fine. We'll meet tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the last class for demo. If you guys any have doubts with respect to course and all, you can reach out to Mahesh or any of our team. They will help you out. Thank you for joining.